Hey everyone, and I'm going to be filming a college video today. This is surrounded by my college favorites. Now this is whether you're a commuter or you are a resident at your university. I'm going to be doing my favorite college school supplies and some of my favorite fashion essentials for the up and coming fall semester. So I do have a little notes, like what I want to talk about, pulled up on my phone. And I'm going to start with my actual school supplies. Now a lot of this is what I'm going to be using for the up and coming semester, so it's brand new. Or it might be used already, depending on what type of product it is. So the first one is that I think everyone should have a good agenda to write down their notes or small notes for specific classes, events, anything that you feel you need an agenda for. Maybe you don't need one, maybe you're good at remembering things, but I particularly do like to have something to write things down. This is a Lily Putzer agenda in the Tuscan Sun print, I believe. I had my monogram stuck on it from an Etsy store in the print You Gotta Regatta, but that is because a lot of girls at my school do use Lily Putzer agendas, and I wanted to have mine personalized, so I knew this was mine in case I left it in a class. Another agenda was the one that I had from last year, which I purchased from Glitzy Glam. I'm not sure what print this is, but I do have a monogram on it as well. And let's see, a month that I can show you. This is like me writing in a standard month. I wrote when a paper was due, when I had an exam, when I had tutoring, specific university events, and then in each individual box I would write down my homework assignments for that day. My favorite pens to use to write are the Inkjoy by Paper Mate pens. I like the blue ink ones. I always have been a fan of writing in blue ink rather than black. And these are the medium point. I do have a lot of these left from last semester because it's kind of hard to use a pen really quickly, especially if a lot of your classes are majority of a laptop class. So I have a couple of packs of these. And then they also have a colored pack which has fun colors that I thought would be good to maybe try and write events in different colors. This is something I'm reusing from last semester, or the last 2 semesters, and they are these butterfly clips. I purchased these on Marley Lily, and they're the Kate Spade butterfly clips. This one says it's under wraps. They're just like little inspirational clips. I'm not sure if you can still purchase those, but I do think inspirational clips would be good, especially if you're working on research and you want to have all the papers pinned together or whatever you need your clips for. Another thing I'm reusing for now is a set of post-it notes. These aren't by Post-it, these are by Kate Spade, and once again I bought these last year. They're featured in my dorm haul video, but these are by Kate Spade as well, as I mentioned, and they were purchased on Marley Lily. I'm not sure if you can still purchase them. I do still have this post-it somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. This video is all over the place, school supplies wise. So I do recommend getting many subject notebooks. This has my university written on it, but this is just a standard ring notebook, which is 5 subjects. I bought this last semester for spring and I barely used it. I think I wrote in it I took like 6 pages of notes in one of the sections, so this can be reused. And I'm only taking 5 classes this semester, so I don't need many notebooks. That's why these are actually old. This one my friend bought me when I was moving to college last August, and it is similar to the ones I actually do like. I actually never even opened it up before now, but I like the ones that have the cloth around the rings, and this is a 3 subject. And I actually never opened it. So it has a ruler, this name page, some notebook paper, and I actually like this notebook paper. It has some more notebook paper. So I might end up using both notebooks just in case one class does have more heavily writing than another. I do actually like the Mead 5-star ones the most, but I'm not going to be buying any notebooks right now. I also like the Post-it note page flags, which are just like these. And they also have Post-it note arrows. This is the Dirty German book. I actually bought this when I was taking German just so I would know some insults. But that's not particularly a school book. Another thing I do recommend is buying a smaller notebook, especially if a class is more heavily computer oriented, especially if you need to write something down that you're going to hand in later. Just so you have a notebook for that class, whether it be a big one or not. Some of my favorite pencils are the Bic Click ones. I'm not sure what these are called. They're just called Bic pencils, and these are the sparkly ones. This has a bunch of other stuff in it too, but I know I have enough pencils left for this semester. Another essential, I think, is some whiteout, especially if you write more in pen than pencil. And most college professors prefer you writing in pencil. And then I bought a new set of highlighters. I still have a lot of highlighters left. The ones I used last year were by Sharpie. And then this isn't really like a essential, but I guess if you're a commuter, you might want to stop by your local Bath and Body Works and pick up some scent portables for your car so your car smells good all semester long. And my last favorite for school supplies is actually an accordion folder. This I bought my freshman semester. Well, actually my fall semester, my first semester of college, and I bought this at Target. I was trying to find a new one for this year, but I found one. I didn't have my credit card on me, so I didn't buy it. So I'm going to reuse this. This currently has all my English papers from my first semester of college in it, but I'll move that into a different folder because I kind of like the idea of keeping all your paperwork together, especially if that class is more heavily paper worthy, or just having all your papers for college together in general, especially if you live at home. That way your college stuff doesn't take up too much space in your room, and that way everything's organized. And I also recommend that you guys buy your books from somewhere other than your college bookstore. You might want to do that your first semester of college just because you want to make sure you buy the correct books, but I recommend buying your books from Amazon, eBay, and Chegg. Chegg is a place where you can rent your books, buy them used, buy them new, or just buy them outright. Like, I bought all my books used from Chegg except for a few that I wasn't sure about, but I did save over $190 on buying 5 books from them, so that actually made me pretty excited. And I will link Chegg down below. Sorry if my voice is getting a little crazy. I just feel a little tired all of a sudden. So I'm going to move on to my fashion favorites. I'm not actually going to hold anything up. I'll just try and directly link you to something I think would be great for an essential. And my fashion favorites are boots. My favorite pair to wear fall semester were my Frye riding boots, and they were the Melissa Button in the cognac color. I will insert a picture if I have a selfie like wearing them. Also, I think Uggs are very popular. I actually didn't have a pair of Uggs until, well, I did. I didn't have them anymore. I got rid of them after I graduated high school because my pair of Uggs were like 3 or 4 years old. So I bought the short classic black Ugg boot. And I still have those, and I'm going to wear them this coming semester in the winter. I also think maxi skirts are an essential because they're very easy. You can throw it on with a t-shirt and still look like you tried a little bit. Jeans for your boots because that's an essential. Nice dark wash pair, a pair that might have some holes in them, and a light wash pair. I also think that a few nice blouses so that you can still look dressy even if it's casual. By blouses, I mean something that's like either a button down or something that has a little bit of detail to it. I have one that's by Lucky brand, and I'll insert a picture of me wearing that so you can see that it is like a very casual top. It just has some detail which makes it look more dressy. A few pairs of flats. My favorite ones are by Tory Burch, but any type of flat would work. These you can wear with your jeans when it's not too cold yet. Also sandals that it's going to be hot for the first few weeks of school, so you might want to wear that, especially with your maxi skirt or your dresses. And then getting into fall clothes, I recommend some larger slouchy sweaters so that before they turn the heat on in the classrooms, you don't get too cold, because air conditioning is normally on up until the middle or beginning of October. So if you have any video requests for me to film, leave them in the comments down below. If you have any questions about college, you can leave them down below. And you can just leave any opinions in general down below, and I'll see you in my next video.